Folks, as a cast member on Saturday Night Live, my next guest is best known for his dead-on impressions of President Clinton, Jesse Jackson, Ted Koppel, and many more. Please welcome the very talented Darrell Hammond. Darrell?
I've been good.
Yeah?
My father wants to say hello.
Your dad?
My father watches you every night.
That's weird.
Yeah, well, he's like...
That someone would watch this show?
It's only really weird if it's not on TV.
Yeah. No, but I mean, you think if we have such a young audience, that I'm always surprised when an older gentleman or woman watches it regularly.
Well, he feels that you can do, you guys are able to do sexual material without being profane. He
obviously doesn't watch it every night.
Yeah. That way my mom can watch with, So they said, he's like, who's funny is that big old sumbitch, Conan O'Brien. I mean, he is funnier than hell. Yeah, I was on here one time and you guys were doing satellite channels and stuff.
Right.
And he was like, I seen you on Conan. I don't understand it, but hell, I enjoyed it.
A ringing endorsement for our show. Was your dad supportive of you when you were a kid and trying to do impressions and stuff?
Well, he's like a military guy, he's retired military, and I think he tried to be. He just really couldn't understand what I was about. Because I'd be like in my bedroom trying to do Porky Pig, and I'd be in there going, oh, the Sylvester, and my father'd be standing at the door going, what in the hell? Margaret, that sumbitch is doing it again.
You just stay in there all day and do impressions?
I practiced, yeah.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, yes.
He's got to be happy for you now, though.
He was happy for me then. He just didn't get it.
Yeah.
He didn't, he's a farm boy from Georgia, World War II vet, and then me with the,
Right. He didn't see a lot of that in the Army.
My mom used to say, my mom would go, Max, he's a normal little boy. He'd go, Margaret, that sumbitch is sitting in there, up on the settee, talking like Porky the damn pig. That sumbitch is not normal. I think some bitches quit.
What's odd now is there's this, this Clinton mess, the scandal, the President Clinton scandal. Yeah. I don't know if you're aware of this, but I'll bring you up to speed after the show. A lot of people, are saying that this is great for comedians. It must be really weird for reporters, like hardcore reporters, to talk about this story.
It's true, and if some of them are even sort of cracking up about it. If you ever see Bob Franken on CNN every once in a while, he'll be like, and Monica, I mean, I'm serious. I once saw Ted Koppel sitting at a table with Peter Jennings.
Where was this?
This was in D.C.
Okay.
The last time I went there, and Koppel's tie was undone, and he's like sitting there, and he's going, I'm telling you, Peter, there I was in Cuba, Castro on one side, the Pope on the other. All of a sudden, a bimbo in Washington decides to go down on the Can I have another margarita? Pete, you okay? Another margarita? He's like, Kenneth Starr, 4 years, $40 million. All he has is innuendo. For 4 years and $40 million, I want a headless torso in a topless bar.
So he really unwinds when he's in a bar, just hanging out.
Well, he acts like a normal guy.
I don't picture a guy like that in a bar at all. Ted Koppel's one of those people that I can't imagine doing things that other people do. Like him water skiing. I can't imagine that head bobbing up and down on the waves, looking around. It's inconceivable to me.
To see your teachers in the grocery store and get freaked out.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Yeah. You're not supposed to see those people. Very strange.
Well,
they're talking now in the paper about the press secretary for the White House, Mike McCurry, is leaving. A lot of people have said he's done a really good job, and they think that the president's going to be in some trouble now that he's leaving. He's not going to be at the post anymore. Who do you think should replace him?
Well, I think just for a day, I'd like to see someone like Jesse Jackson replace them. Someone that's good enough with language to give them a dose of their own medicine, Be like, what about the DNA on the dress? Jesse'd be like, we must separate the cream from the coffee.
I would love him. I would love to get reports from him every day.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Have you done your Jesse impression for Jesse or no?
No, I'd like to. I hope he doesn't mind it, but I'd like to hear what he thinks.
Now, what about another Jesse, Jesse Helms? Do you
well, you know,
do him?
I've always loved the politicians that simplify things, and Jesse Helms is always sort of like, President Clinton is a homosexual. I mean, no offense.
He said that?
Oh, no offense to Jesse Helms. It's just that it's always the same culprit, no matter what the problem is. You know, it's sort of like the car broke down. Homosexual carburetor. I mean, you can imagine how horrifying it must be for someone like that if, say, someone in their family, like, ended up gay. How you explain that? Be like, well, little Terrence was in New York. He got stuck in the elevator with some folks from the Fashion Institute of Technology, and he caught gay. Oh, like a common cold.
Have you, when did you start, you started studying voices, you said when you were a kid, but how did you do it? Would you just listen to the radio, the TV, what would you do?
My father actually bought me a reel-to-reel tape recorder, and I would, like, splice and edit. I mean, I was not even 10, but I bought the books and I would splice, and I got to the point where I could splice like T's and well, consonants and vowels, separate them. And I noticed that no matter what language, you know, you were splicing, the consonants always sound the same. It's always the vowels that cause the problems. Like, I had this cab driver the other night named right.
I've had him.
You know, he spelled his name with a series of pictographs, and in which these cows with wings and halos acted out various scenes from the Bible. And if you stare at them all at once, you get... And if he was playing music I never heard anywhere on the planet except a New York cab. You know the ghost music? The cats following us down the highway. I mean, you want to laugh? I'm in the backseat trying to whistle this damn thing because I recognized the tune. It was Small World After All. I said, is that Small World After All? He said, you mispronounced my name. I said, how did I mispronounce your name? Isn't it a... He said, no, the T is silent. Silent T.
Don't offend him.
I didn't offend him.
He's a rough character. Well, you guys are off this summer right now. You're having a good time.
Yeah, we report back in a couple of weeks.
But you're running a best of this Saturday, which we should mention. The Saturday Night Live Best of Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. It's an unbelievable show.
Yeah, it should be a pretty good show.
Yeah.
So people should check that out.
Yeah.
Darrell, it's always fun when you come by. Thanks for doing it. Darrell Hammond, everybody. We'll take a little break. When we come back, Rufus Wainwright going to perform. We'll see you in a little bit.